What's going on with Donald Trump and the FBI? I'm Adam Andrews with InformOverload. Let's talk about it. Donald Trump's Florida home was crawling with FBI agents Monday, raiding his Mar-a-Lago resort as part of a search warrant while the former president was away in New York City. The Justice Department has been investigating the potential mishandling of classified information since the National Archives and Records Administration said it had received 15 boxes of White House records, including documents containing classified information from Mar-a-Lago earlier this week. The National Archives said Trump should have turned over that material upon leaving office, which he obviously didn't, meaning Trump improperly took these documents from the White House to his Florida home. The Justice Department obviously did not trust that this was all Trump had, and so it investigated. In order for the FBI to search Trump's home, they had to first get the approval of the Attorney General himself, and then go to a federal judge and submit hard proof there is probable cause to believe a crime was committed. There are multiple federal laws governing the handling of classified records and sensitive government documents, including statutes that make it a crime to remove such material and retain it at an unauthorized location, like his resort. But it is worth noting that even though a search warrant was issued, it does not necessarily mean criminal charges are expected. It just proves that they have a good enough reason to believe Trump has committed a crime. This actually has never happened before in US history. A former president in the active crosshairs of a federal criminal investigation, and one that was serious enough for a search warrant. Politicians involved have called it a dramatic and unprecedented escalation of law enforcement, with Trump himself releasing a very long statement saying that agents had opened a safe at his home, which, yeah, they had a search warrant, and he described their work as an unannounced raid while stating that the search was a, quote, weaponization of the criminal justice system, and a Democratic-driven effort to keep him from winning another term in 2024. Meanwhile, the Biden White House said it had no prior knowledge of the raid, and the current FBI director, Christopher Wray, was appointed by Trump himself 5 years ago, so I don't know. I'll leave it to you guys to figure out. Just keep it civil in the comments, please. Please and thank you. Trump wrote in his Monday night statement, "These are dark times for our nation as my beautiful home, Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, is currently under siege, raided and occupied by a large group of FBI agents." Trump wrote, "Nothing like this has ever happened to a president in the United States before." Continuing, "After working and cooperating with the relevant government agencies, this unannounced raid on my home was not necessary or appropriate." After the raid, about 24 Trump supporters stood in protest on Tuesday on a bridge near the former president's residence. One held a sign reading, quote, "Democrats are fascists," while others carried flags saying 2020 was rigged and Trump 2024. It is currently unclear what the FBI agents seized from Trump's home and safe. The Justice Department is also currently investigating Trump's efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 national election and also investigating Trump's role in the January 6th insurrection, with a number of former Trump administration officials recently testifying before a grand jury. But that is all the info I have for you today. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, civilly, in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe here at InformOverload. For now, I've been your host Adam Andrews, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.